This is a video to explore Bowlby's theory of maternal deprivation. On the specification, this fits a lot further down from the previous topic that we've just looked at. This is beyond the strange situation and is looking at what happens when an attachment has existed but is broken. So, Bowlby's theory of maternal deprivation explains what happens if an attachment is broken. This is known as deprivation, when a child has had an attachment, but the attachment is then gone. He suggests that disruption of these bonds within the critical period, which is the first 2 to 2.5 years of life, can have serious consequences. First, I feel that we need to differentiate between what is considered to be deprivation and what is considered just an insignificant kind of separation. So if a mother goes to work, this is considered just separation. This shouldn't have a significant effect. Deprivation is when there is no adequate substitute care, or the substitute care is not good enough. So this could be a mother going on holiday, into hospital, going away for work, something like this, where a child is left with inadequate care. As you can see here, there are a lot of significant consequences. Those consequences are intellectually, emotionally, and also physically. According to this hypothesis, if the maternal bond is broken during the critical period, it will have serious effects on intellectual, social, and emotional development. Bowlby also says that these negative effects are permanent and irreversible. If you use your textbook and look at your notes, you'll be able to get a lot more detail. The main piece of research, which I would say is a key study that you need to support this, is the study by Bowlby of the 44 Thieves. This study examines the links between affectionless psychopathy and maternal deprivation. So Bowlby used a sample of 44 teenage delinquents who were all accused of stealing. The participants were interviewed by Bowlby for signs of the affectionless psychopathy. The families were also interviewed to establish if there was any prolonged separation in the first 2.5 years from their mothers. A control group was used of 44 criminal teenagers who did not have any maternal deprivation. The results were that 14 out of the 44 thieves were affectionless psychopaths. 17 out of the 44 had experienced maternal separation. This clearly suggests that the role of, or the idea of having maternal separation leads in some way to affectionless psychopathy, but please remember that there are issues here with cause and effect. Of the 14 that were affectionless at the top, 12 had experienced prolonged separation in the first 2 periods of life, whereas in the control group, only 2 had maternal separation, but none were categorised as affectionless psychopathy. Bowlby concluded that prolonged separation or deprivation caused affectionless psychopathy. Now, obviously, you have to look at these results and consider the idea that these results, whilst showing that clearly maternal separation has effects, there are a lot of children who have maternal separation who do not suffer from affectionless psychopathy. And we can also not say that there is definite cause and effect here. There may be other reasons. Can we also remember that there are 30 children who were not affectionless psychopaths, therefore suggesting that there are other explanations for criminal behaviour. This is therefore a study that has been heavily criticised. Please make sure that you can explain what is meant by maternal deprivation. Outline the evidence used to support the theory, which would be Bowlby's 44 Thieves. Explain one criticism of the theory of maternal deprivation. You could perhaps suggest that the research to support it, the 44 Thieves, is very flawed. Bowlby himself collected the sample completed the interviews and interpreted the data. Also, it does not find cause and effect. This ends the session on maternal deprivation.